What is up, everybody? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another Morphincast by Recycling Inc. I'm Mark with the mic. I'm joined by Tenacious D.
I'm always here.
And today we have another Super Sentai. We are going through Go Sentai Boukenger.
It's funny that it's Go-Go. You think that's like ties in the way the comic book is? You know how it's called Go-Go Ranger and stuff?
No.
You think that's the reason behind it?
No.
I don't know. It's a funny coincidence, though, you know?
The Go Power Ranger is because the song says Go Power Rangers.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Maybe they got their original theme song from the Go-Go. Who knows?
No, this is later.
Okay. Well, I'm wrong on all.
This is a lot later.
No, I just found it like there's a coincidence between it. So.
Yeah. But yeah, this is way farther. So this is Go Sentai Boukenger. This is season 30 for the Super Sentais. This has 3 movies, 49 episodes, and it aired February 19th, 2006 to February 11th, 2007.
Okay. Actually, it felt a little later to me for some reason when I was watching it.
I got these confused. I thought Jungle Fury was after. So yeah, I was a year off.
Yeah,
with what we were doing.
But we get to dive into Jungle Fury right after this, so I'm really excited about that.
Yes.
And at the end of the season too, the little handoff, that was pretty dope.
I love the handoffs. I'm actually digging that. They've been doing that since the Jungle Wild Force one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know, but for some reason this one just resonated more with me with that. So.
Yeah. So yeah, Go Sentai Boukenger. This is pretty much the equivalent of Operation Overdrive in America, and yeah, Operation Overdrive is probably our worst one.
Yeah, so it literally, anybody out there who would ever say that this series was good, you don't know shit. Okay, you obviously might have started and you were a child at this time and probably might not know the difference, but you need to take the veil off of your eyes because it is horrible. Same thing like with everybody talking about, like I spoke to a couple of people about Mystic Force and they're like, Mystic Force is really good. I'm like, did we watch the same show?
Yeah, Mystic Force.
You know what I mean? But
good.
this is the end of the Disney era right here, right?
Nah, we still have 2 seasons of the Disney era.
I was kind of hoping that because Disney had like a flatline beginning and then like an ultimate high, which collectively me and you both agree SPD is probably the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and they also had Ninja Storm and stuff. So it's like they went off a good high. You know, they
ended good.
And then, yeah, and then they end up fucking. You know, it starts downplaying a little bit like. With the Sentai footage and everything that the show offered, like they could have done so much better.
Yeah, I agree with the Operation Overdrive, but this is not about Operation Overdrive. This is about the Sentai version of it. So
I know, but
if you want to listen to the all the shit talking of Operation Overdrive, listen to our last cast of the Morphincast. It'll be on Spotify and on SoundCloud. Listen to that one.
To the original one as
well.
Or
the original, yes. We have 2 casts on it, one to revisit and one the other. Nothing changed really. We were just a bit more mad that we had to go through it a second time.
Yeah, well, with the first cast, we were more in depth with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. So if you want to go to the American ones, those are the ones we talked about. So this is the Boukenger. Again. I dug the presentation. I think the first episode kind of won me over already with it being better than Operation Overdrive. As in going through the whole season, though, I was a tad disappointed. Like I felt like the characters never really found like they had connections, but they weren't that deep. And every storyline that you thought it was gonna go somewhere didn't go anywhere.
It literally was like a 1 episode, and
yeah, because what
I was gonna say is that which we have like enjoyed consistently throughout the Sentais is like the continuation of stories.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it took like 2, 3, 4 episodes sometime to finish up the dialogue that was going on and what was happening in the other ones, like they had so much potential. Like they could have, if they continued certain stories and like let it evolve a little bit more, we could have been talking about one of the best ones.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree with that, and there was a lot of like, for example, the Yellow Ranger. She had a story about her origin, like pretty much on where she from and things like that, and they never capitalized or never actually revisit that even after once she found out where she's from and all that shit.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
never came back whatsoever.
everybody that for some reason everybody had a storyline
Yeah,
except for like now everybody had like a past, you know what I mean? Like they
yeah,
all came together. So basically this series was they're a bunch of adventurers, like they're seeking adventure, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And like they all come together to go and find the precious. Every time
Yeah.
they said precious, I thought of Schmeagle
Oh, you.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Like that really irritated the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like they were just thrown together and like forced to do it. Like the most epic intro first episode
Yeah.
ever, bro. Like sitting at your house. So for everybody out there, like when we go and do our cast, normally we start the next series and we watch a couple episodes. You know what I mean? Just to jumpstart to see where we're at.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on his couch watching this, like, wow, this might go down probably as one of the best ones just from the first episode alone. You know what I mean? Like they just never grew from there.
Yeah.
It was just literally like it felt more American when it came to the episodes than it did Sentai.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't. With the Yellow Ranger, like let's dive into our Rangers.
All right.
Actually.
So we go into let's get this list of Rangers. I just had it and it went away.
Well, let's give the synopsis and
Yeah.
then we'll dive into our Rangers.
Yeah. So where's the fucking thing at? There it goes. So the synopsis of the show, pretty much. Where is it? God damn it! It went to the wrong thing. Keeps going to the fucking wrong thing. Anyway, I had it here.
Everybody out there, if you guys want to look up any of the Sentais and the Power Rangers and stuff like that, they have a fandom out there on the internet that basically breaks down everything. And it goes
Yeah.
really in depth, and I actually learn more while watching stuff by reading what these things have
That's
to offer.
why.
They're basically Wikipedia for Sentai.
Yeah, I had the fandom, but the thing is, I left it and went to the episodes, and it's a whole different page.
Oh yeah, no, I was just explaining to our listeners
But
of
all right.
where we get our content from.
Before we go, you know what? While I'm trying to get this loaded because my fucking phone is acting up, goes into the suits. I actually like the presentation of the suits are way more better than in this one than they did in the American one. I actually liked it, the highlights of the lights and even the metal pieces looked a lot better in this because the camera work and everything like that. It just made them look more bolder.
The suits are 1,000 times better in every Sentai.
Yeah,
It's probably like the biggest like agreed upon thing that we consistently say. It's just the look of it, the pop of it, the way they filmed it. You know what I mean? They utilized more, of the like the helmet. You know what I mean? Like you see better angles of it. You know what I mean? It really. They are so good, and we both collectively enjoyed it in Operation Overdrive. I have absolutely no complaints about the suit. Maybe like the silver things at the top, but they look better in the Sentai.
yeah, they did.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm always fond of Sentai's way of capturing like the look of the suits. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
always a little bit more grittier. It's always a little bit more darker.
These and
The
they shine nicely in with this one too.
Yeah. But like with their fight scenes and shit like that, they just look so good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
I wouldn't mind owning the Black Ranger's helmet.
That was.
I think the Black Ranger has the best helmet.
Yeah, I think that I will say the Black Ranger suit is probably the best one. I
Yeah, a
actually like
hundred
the way the
percent. I
colors go together.
The silver one was a little much to
Yeah,
me in this, but it was a little much to me in Operation Overdrive as well.
yeah,
But each individual one, I think like the Black Ranger has the best look, and I think the Pink Ranger as well. I thought the pink slapped,
yeah, yeah,
but like the functionality of the helmet, like
yeah.
they actually
I
have
like that.
buttons on the helmet.
Yeah,
The
I actually
whole
like
the
that.
whole the morpher and stuff like that, the way they morph, like this to me, hands down, is the best of a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like this season shines so much in the more simpler stuff,
Yeah,
like the morphin sequence. There was no, like that generated video of them morphing. Like they did mid morphs every single
yeah,
time. And collectively, I have been a fan of the mid morphs since Adam did it in season. I think
the
I think it was
w-
Zio
oh yeah,
when he did the front flip.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
he was at school. He did the front flip and then morphed in mid. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
This entire time, like the morpher itself was a telephone, like a cell phone, but they never used it like a cell phone. In Operation Overdrive, they did.
Yeah,
And it's played out to me. That whole cell phone thing is played out to me. But their whole morphing sequence, oh, it's amazing, bro.
yeah,
It's just because there is none.
yeah. I like it, and then the whole spinning thing. They actually, the way they did it was actually pretty cool. All right, a little synopsis. In every era, there are explorers that seek unknown worlds. People call them adventurers. CGS, the Foundation, is a non-government organization that gathered lost treasure from around the world. Treasures such as relics and active ancient cities and treasures left behind by people, as well as animals near extinction. Among them are treasures that possess powers surpassing current technology called precious. CGCS is a secret
Crash.
team to find and protect these preciouses. They're a
It's
bunch of golems.
I hate. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
They're a bunch
That
of
one
golems.
villain actually called it by its right name. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, but it's like it's not so precious if everything is precious.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and I got the Schmiegel vibe. I so had the Schmiegel vibe the entire time.
yeah.
But
So we get our introduce our rangers. We have Aski, which is the red, Inu, which is black, Mogami, which was blue, Maya, Maya, yeah,
if you guys are avid listeners of this cast, you know that we
uh,
butcher it so much.
uh, Natsuki, Sakura, and Iji was silver.
What was
Sakura's
what was the
pink.
silver?
Iji,
EG.
Iji,
EG was the silver. I thought he was
yeah.
the Black Ranger.
He's silver. Ino, Masumi Ino,
NG.
yeah.
It's ENIJI, right?
EIJI.
Okay, EG.
EG, yeah. So
The Black Ranger.
that's the Silver Ranger.
Oh, that's the Silver Ranger. Okay.
Inu is the black, is INOU.
I
Yeah,
really like the Black Ranger. I
I
really
liked
did.
him.
I think he was the best. His teeth bothered the shit out of
Yeah,
me though.
he got bitch slapped
And
too.
they had some really. I know you and this. You love the bitch slap. That is one thing that I will agree with you while we were talking at work. It's
Yeah,
like we
yeah,
both collectively have been waiting for another bitch smack.
yeah. We didn't get it. I was a little
That
disappointed.
was the first bitch smack in Sentai. Well, I'm pretty sure like Queen Bendora punched the kid.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure
yeah.
Goldar in there beat a kid up too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But which you can't really top that really too much. But
yeah. No, I liked the bitch slap because you know what it would have came if it came to full circle, is when he was like telling everyone that when he was going to space, the Red Ranger, and then the Black Ranger was like, oh, you could go, like you don't like your place will be taken by the time you come back anyway, and I wish he would have just slapped him and like ha.
like,
Gotcha.
took him out.
I got you back,
That was
motherfucker.
Zah!
Yeah.
Now. Well, he like it, the problem. Like I didn't mind them as as a cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought their chemistry was really good. I think both the yellow and the pink ranger was cute as shit.
Yeah.
I felt like they should have bumped heads more. Like
Yeah.
they should have earned it because they didn't know who each other were. You know what I mean? Like they were
Yeah.
all after the same thing. They were all after an adventure of finding this precious, and they got thrown together. Like I hate shit like that. It's like you just meet up and then the next day because you're Power Rangers, you're best fucking friends. That was more American than it was Sentai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bothered me
I
very
agree with
much.
that. I do agree with that.
And the Black Ranger's teeth bothered me
Oh yeah, you gotta get a
a lot.
braces. Get a braces
Yeah,
for
but
his fucking mouth.
the worst part about that is that some of the camera angles of
Yeah.
his teeth really showed how far it stuck out from him.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck does this man eat? You know what I mean?
You gotta
Like,
get a precious for your mouth.
I felt so bad. Yeah, I was herbing him out every
Yeah.
single episode I was watching. But
But
he
then
was
not
he
being
was
your
my
favorite one.
But maybe that's why he's my favorite because
Yeah.
he's beating adversity. You know
There
what I
you
mean? Like
He's buck
he like I
teeth.
grew up with buck teeth. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
each of them had a background of some sort.
Yeah.
With the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and the Silver Ranger, they were very dark backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they all collectively forgot who they were. You
Yeah.
know? It's like, and we was trying to figure it out. And that's where I kind of wish that the season capitalized more on.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's
You
what I
know?
was getting at in the beginning of this show too. Is the fact that they did not like again. They showed the origin story of like how when she got abandoned. Yellow Ranger, the Black Ranger is the
Yeah.
one that took her in. So he kind of like helped her raised her in a way, and that like his
Yeah,
little sister
as
kind of
as a brother.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean? Kind of
exactly.
thing.
And then what the Silver Ranger was like a half vampire-ish motherfucker, and
Yeah, it was you know what it reminded me of? You remember the in Zoo Ranger
yeah,
that the overall monster at the end was that like spiked haired thing that was
yeah,
in the
yeah,
sky.
yeah,
It kind of felt like that a little bit.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden his hair turns white and he
yeah,
starts growing fangs. I don't know if it's a vampire per se,
yeah,
but it was very bladish. It definitely
yeah,
was. But yeah, and the same thing with the Black Ranger. The Black Ranger had a dark past that he didn't remember. He's like everybody was something except for the Red Ranger,
yeah.
the Pink Ranger, and the Blue Ranger. Which
Yeah.
the Blue Ranger was kind of lackluster.
I
He
think
said that
he
he
was.
was a spy.
Yeah. I
Like,
think he was
how
probably
can you
one
be a
of the.
spy?
I think he was one of the more boring characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really
He
have
didn't
much
really he
story.
didn't really stand out at all.
He just liked the girls. He liked the ladies.
I really like the Pink Ranger. I thought the Pink Ranger, she might be one of the best Pink
Oh,
Rangers in
fucking
Sentai.
the episode with the machine guns and she was just shooting people up.
Oh my god,
That's
she was like Sarah Connor, bro.
That shit had me
She
rolling.
really was.
I
She
think
was
the-
like Laura Croft and Sarah Connor put together.
I think the Rangers were captured and shit. She went to save them with the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, she was like, let me go into my bag of tricks and show you how I'm an adventurer.
Yeah.
So like in the beginning, they kept trying to show each other up or try to like achieve different adventures, like 'cause
Yeah.
they're adventure seekers and shit. So like, I mean, it's cool, you know what I mean? Like, it's all right, but they didn't touch deeper on it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like this is an adventure. Like, no, you're protecting the city because this fucking guy is trying to steal this shit. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
just trying to beat him with the punch. It's like National Treasure.
Yeah.
That's
Which
kind of what it's like.
which the American one was is very similar in that way as well. But I'll say that what the American one did though, they actually went for treasures that they knew, like remember the fucking Minor they had a capture and they
Yeah.
met Thor and things like that. This one they just found the
It was
treasures
the
and
Tony
precious
Hawk of
and
Thor,
shit like
though.
that. But it was
It
not
was
like
Tony Hawk of Thor's.
yeah, but it was not
He
like
looked
that.
like Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like the one precious that they were going for that I thought was really cool, which introduced that red looking dude that ended up being the Silver Ranger in Operation Overdrive, like
Yeah,
his story of like the heart of the ocean type of thing, like the crystal of the ocean, like him being banded away from there. Like I really dug that
yeah,
episode. I thought that was really cool, you know. But I thought that he was gonna end up being the Silver Ranger.
yeah.
But it wasn't. I was fooled.
Yes,
I was duped.
they doped you.
Yeah, they definitely did. But for their actual outfits that they wore, if they didn't say like what it said on the back of it, I would thought they would have been really dope because
Yeah,
each of them had their color camouflage in like the collar.
yeah. I actually dug their little outfits. They were kind of cool.
I thought that was super cool. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I always enjoy a good suit before the suit.
yeah. And
You know?
we're getting a lot of those, especially in the current more. Actually, I think a lot of the ones that we watched, they all had like their little suits before the suit.
Yeah, because there's some type of squad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Look at Ninja Storm. You know what I mean? In the Sentai version of Ninja Storm, they had
yeah,
like geese.
yeah,
You know, and then in SPD and their counterpart, which I don't even want to attempt to even
yeah,
try to enunciate what they fucking
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
because I'm so bad at it. I just call it Boku Ranger. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So
But
the
I do enjoy the suit before the suit.
Yeah. So the CGC members, we had Mr. Voice and Miro Makino, which he was the master of disguise, and that's all he
Which they never.
said.
Yeah, he did the Master of Disguise like 3 times.
Yeah, he did it once in the end, and then he did it a couple other times.
Like how you which America Operation Overdrive did that with the Butler dude too.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
was that was a clever touch.
yeah,
I still don't know how you could fool a fat Asian dude with a mask on to pass off for a little skinny petite Asian woman.
it's all
I
about the
don't know how it's
sounds.
possible.
It's all about the sounds.
Am I not turtly enough?
Turtle, turtle. But yeah, that was the main allies they had. They had other ones throughout the series throughout the thing, but I'm not gonna get into that's too many people.
Yeah, there
Um,
was a bunch of them. There was that
yeah,
one girl and then like the I don't know. It sort of blends all together. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's just episode wise, like it was not intriguing to me. Like
yeah,
a lot of it was one ear out the other, and I put a very valiant effort into trying to pay attention to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It was just like it just didn't do it. It did not hit. There was so much better shit about the show.
yeah,
It's just the story and the episodes were 100% the worst one.
yeah. We got our villains. Our villains was the Gordon civilization, which again, this one was very similar to the American one as well. They actually had like different clans. This one also had different clans. You had the Jaru tribe. You had the Godum civilization. You had the Dark Shadow, and you had Ashu.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're also all after the preciouses and everything like that. One was more air, one was fire, and shit like that too.
Yeah. And each of the villains, I thought the villains were good. You know what I mean? I thought
Yeah,
they were cool. The Godum one, a lackluster until the end,
yeah,
but like I felt like that was his mo the whole time was to have everybody else do the work
yeah, 100%.
and then him reap it at the end.
Why not?
You know what I mean? But like what you were explaining to me at work is that how this is the 30th anniversary. So
Yeah,
what they tried to do was try to emulate some highlights of previous seasons.
yeah. So what they did was, and this was something. This is actually a known fact that they did. Not all of them you could tell where they're from. There was ones that they made, and you look at them, you're like, I have no clue who you are. But there are others that if you look at them enough, you're like, oh shit, that's cool. Like there was like a monster that looked like something from Ninja Storm. There was a monster that looked like something from Lost Galaxy. The red one, the red ranger, the red monster. He was pretty much an American one too. He's supposed to look like kind of like the Megazord of
Yeah.
Z Ranger. Serpentera was
He looked
the
more like a
dragon.
crawfish.
Yeah, there was a dragon villain that looked like Serpentera. Um, yeah, there was like a lot of those little things that they try to make them look like things from the past. The thing also that was originally supposed to happen in the season, which I wish they did it and they did not do it, was the Preciouses were supposed to be pieces of Power Ranger history. So
Yeah.
it was supposed to be something that which lines up going ahead and doing they line up doing it and go Kaiser down the road, but as in
Which is
you bring
Ninja
it back.
Steel for
Yeah.
us, right?
No, Go Kaiser is the pirate one.
Okay.
That they bring back the past Rangers and they have a trinket that gives them the power that they can use their version of the sentai. As in this one was supposed to be treasures from each pass of the sentais that they just never did, and they landed just being just random shit that they were trying to find.
I wish they did that though, man.
Me
That
too.
would have been
Me too.
super dope. That would have been super dope.
Yeah, but
So
we
like I
get it
felt
later on.
yeah, but you said it was because of the budget. They couldn't get the budget for it or
Yeah,
something, right?
I just think I think they didn't have a full idea of what they really wanted to do, and sadly this was the 30th season, and you think that they wanted to do a bit more, but I think a lot of it had went into one of the movies that they did over the actual series itself. But again, that would have been a cool concept if it was like things from the past that we would recognize that they were looking for, and maybe
Yeah,
a
they were
ranger.
looking for the lineage and history of
Yeah,
the
and maybe a
Sentai.
ranger, maybe a character from with those series will pop up and like maybe help them on their way in their journey
Like
and things like that.
Geki, the
Yeah,
goat.
yeah. But then again, Gokai Jir lined up doing it later on, and they actually
I
do
would
it
have,
with the. So
I would have settled for the chain smoking Black Ranger and Jetman.
there you go, there you go. Yeah, he actually comes back too, and he's a ghost.
That's awesome.
He's a
Probably
ghost that
smoking as a
grabs
ghost too.
booties. He grabs, yeah, he grabs booties.
That's my kind of man right there. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully.
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 I say one of the biggest highlights I think me and you talked about was in the series was the Zords.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. Go ahead. I'll let you talk because I'm gonna go off.
Yeah. So the Zords was like the presentation of the Zords was probably one of the best vehicle versions of the Sentais we've seen. Like they look super dope, especially when they even used them in different ways and things like that. I would say that was probably my highlight of this show was the Zords.
The Zords were superior. I mean, I didn't care for. Well, I didn't mind it. Like the Zord in its entirety, you know, like the look of it. It was very. I don't know. It had a piece of Ninja Steel in it, not Ninja Steel, Ninja Storm in it. It had a piece of Lightspeed Rescue. Now I'm saying the counterpart of the Sentai was what we know, but it was a lot of that. It was actual figures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was gritty. It was dark. The camera angles, the ascension was Zoo Ranger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The epicness of the transformation of Zord was amazing. You know what I mean? Like even the little subtle things, like the Blue Ranger's crane. Like it's kind of like a crane truck thing.
Yeah.
But it's in a lumber yard holding lumber, and it's like it stops and it registers like, oh shit, I gotta go save something. Tosses the wood and then flies off. You know what I mean? Like it. Oh my God, man! Like this is for me the best Zord sequence ever in everything that we have ever seen. It's better than Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's better than.
I thought it was really dope.
One to us.
I will say it was one of the best vehicle ones. Period.
Yeah, the fighting scenes with it. You know what I mean? What it actually did. They did an amazing job. And I said this to you at work. I was like, yo, what the Sentai lacked on the most throughout, you know, the last, I don't know, fucking 8 seasons was the lack of Zord.
Yeah.
Because they went into the CG era and it just flopped.
Yeah.
Like, they brought back the old school, like,
yeah.
I want to buy that figure. You know what I mean? I want to buy that figure.
Yeah,
like, it's so cool.
it did look more like there was like less, especially in the fight scenes. There was a lot less CGI than we got in the past. Yeah, definitely in the past. So like it was actually more of the people in the costumes actually doing the fight scenes, and it was presented a lot better.
Like when like the leg attached, you know what I mean, which was like a
Yeah,
truck or some shit like that, and it attached. Like you saw a steam pop out when it like attached to it, and you can hear the crinkle of like the screeching of like bolts and screws and shit. You know what I mean? Like it felt real. It
yeah,
felt like a machine.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't overpowered by a big ass theme fucking song or like a score while it was happening. Like it was so nice and it was refreshing. It's like by far like the best one out of all the seasons. Like it
yeah,
really is.
yeah. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
we got a couple of extra things too. We got that battleship,
yeah,
which I was like, what the fuck is that thing?
yeah. There's some cool ones.
The one next to the tidal wave, you know what I mean? That's shooting.
Yeah,
Like I don't know where that one came from. I don't recall seeing that.
they didn't use the good ones.
Yeah, bro. If Operation Overdrive utilized that Zord Ascension, oh my god, I would have fought a little bit to like Operation Overdrive.
You just fast forward to the Zord scenes.
Yeah, I just that would be the only shit I would want to watch.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
else
but
we
by
got?
far,
Yeah.
1000%.
Highlighted episodes.
Um,
The first one.
it's first episode is probably it's that shit had me hooked.
It got me
But it was
wanting to
such a
watch it.
letdown, man.
Yeah.
It's like premature ejaculation.
Yeah, I feel like this season had a habit of just building stories and not going anywhere with it, or not revisiting it either. There were
Like
quite a few of them.
even with like so like the technique that Sentai uses now, don't get me wrong, they have filler episodes,
Yeah, yeah,
but they have a good amount of continuation of story. Like
yeah,
we know that when it gets to like 35, 36, it starts going balls to the fucking wall.
yeah,
You know what I mean? With this, it didn't do that. I'm in the 40s watching it in the 40s. Like, when the hell is this gonna pick up?
yeah. I was a little sad about this. Like, I was like, really?
Like the last 3 episodes was good though. I'll give it that. It
No, the
was.
last three were good. The last three were good, but the rest of them, again, they just felt like one-offs, and it didn't really have. Again, I think most of our highlight episodes, if we actually goes back into the Sentais we reviewed, is usually the continuation ones, the ones that are 3 parts, the ones that has that deep depths of story, that's kind of building the characters all around. And I think this one lacked that in a lot of ways, and the fact that the personalities of the Rangers didn't really connect in that way either, kind of
Yeah.
didn't help them either. Like again, I wanted more story between the Black and Yellow Ranger. I wanted more story with the Yellow Ranger finding out her things. They could have actually revisited that later on, but they did not.
I
Even
mean,
more.
they touched in on it here
No,
and there.
they touched in on her where she came from and things like that, but they never did anything after that.
It was that one scene where she saw the video of her parents.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
It was like one episode out of the 10. So it's like one episode in 10, one episode in the 20s, one episode in the 30s. Like that's not what I want. It's like I already forgot about that
yeah,
shit. You
exactly.
know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden you're tying it back in. Like the one episode that stands out to me is the episode with her when
Yeah,
she realizes what she is and she gets bedazzled, as
yeah,
I would put it. You know what I mean? To become evil. You know? They could have touched on that for at least 3 episodes
yeah,
of her coming out whooping somebody's ass. Same thing with the Black Ranger. He has a dark background. You know what I mean? Like towards the end of the season, that's when that episode started coming in. Like, this is what you are.
yeah,
You are a person of the darkness. You could have stretched out 3 episodes on that.
yeah,
The Silver Ranger being that half being, that half breed, which I thought was cool with the cats.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? With the Silver Cat talking about him and basically bashing him for being a half breed, which I fucking loved.
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny. Like, you ain't shit, you know what I mean? And like the whole him going to like that limbo world and then posing to be his mother and stuff. Like, I thought that was really good. But that could have been 10 episodes, bro. It could have been him being bad, fighting it off, you know what I mean? Whooping their ass, having like a Green Ranger moment.
Yeah.
I
But
just,
yeah, that's one thing I liked. I say it lacked in depth. Like it didn't have that depth for the characters. So
it's like
it
you,
didn't.
like you grip us and then you
Yeah.
let us go.
Yeah.
That was it.
Exactly. Exactly. And that kind of ruined like the liking of the Rangers because it was like I wish it was a bit more in depth. That's about it.
Oh my
Um.
god, man! It could have been one of the best ones, man. It
Yeah.
could have been.
Yeah.
But I think they focused on what they lacked in other ones,
Yeah.
and then they kind of just was like whatever with the story.
Yeah.
Let's have the same shit over and over again, the same formula. Let's have a good monster that's forced to be bad, and then they have to kill it anyway.
Yep.
That's in every single season.
Yep. So.
One thing I hated, I
Okay.
absolutely hated was that fucking thimble thing in the window on the screen.
Yeah.
Uh, that was the dumbest thing ever. It looks so cheesy. That was probably the most CG that was in the show.
He looked like the
Which
windows. Remember the paperclip?
yeah, bro. This
That's what he looked like. I think what was his name? His name was Mr. Voice.
it was fucking horrible. It reminded me of that totem dude in the Lost Galaxy version,
Yeah.
mixed with the mirror in the Mystic Force one.
Yeah.
Which I actually like the mirror in the Mystic Force one. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was so cheesy. It was so dumb.
Yeah. It was. All right. What else we gotta get in this season? We talked about the Zords. We talked about the suits. We talked about the Six Ranger. We talked about everything. So what are you gonna give it?
I actually thought about that answer multiple times while I was watching it.
Yeah.
And because of the Zords and because of the suits, and I do like the villains, like
Yeah.
the red villain, the whole backstory with him was
Yeah.
fucking cool as hell.
Yeah,
Like,
he was cool.
He got stabbed in the back and was like, "Fuck humanity," you know what I mean? Like, even up to the last moment in time, he never gave up with the "fuck you." You know what I mean? Like,
he would make
he
sure.
died. He died making sure I hate you guys. You know what I mean? Like,
he
even
died with
when
the
he
middle
was,
finger. Like.
yeah, basically, like, he's like, "You're not stopping this bomb," and he jumps on it. You know what I mean? Like, which I thought was crazy because that was like 2 episodes where the Red Ranger wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
Because they all thought he was dead.
Yep.
Which was
Yeah.
really cool. And that was like the last 5 episodes of the series, but I give it a 3.
3.
I give it a 3, and that's only because of the suits and the Zords, and the filming of it
Yeah.
was superior. But everything else is lackluster.
I think I'm going the same. I think I'm going to go with a 3 as well.
Because we're used to like 4s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish it was better.
I wish I had
I
more
could
depth.
have a better review.
Yeah. I wish I had more depth. I wish I had more depth in the stories with the characters and everything like that. And again, I think they had unique characters. I just wish they had more camaraderie with each other as well.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a little lack.
I feel like that Pink Ranger, if she could have stood out more, she could have been one of the best, man. She could have been up there with Kim.
Yeah, I still say she
You know
was
what I mean?
good. I'll say she was probably one of the better characters in the show. Like,
Yeah.
better developed characters in the show. But then again, she was just again you had a love story with Red and Pink, and you didn't do anything until like the last. It hinted it in the last episode, so like they went together, kind of thing. But you never actually capitalized it throughout the show.
Yeah.
There was things they could have done, and they 100% they could have did. So.
But I am thankful for the things that I love about it.
No, it's good.
It really stands out. It really, really does.
So this one straight out like uppercuts, Operation Overdrive, and down the river.
Bro, the one first episode destroyed it. Like
Yeah.
the entire. It's crazy to say that an entire season was destroyed by one
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
But then it flatlined. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
It
then it
did.
was like it was. This is the Operation Overdrive of Sentai.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's just with superior, footage. The way he was shot,
Yeah.
Zord, the fucking suits. You know what I mean? Like that was what's good. Everything else I could live without.
So, as we wrap this up and closing it out, our next Morphincast will be on the Jungle Fury. We go back to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and American Power Rangers with Jungle Fury. It was actually a highlighted season, I guess. So I'm actually excited to actually go through it again. I'm actually more
Yeah,
excited to see the Sentai because I watched the first episode. And the first 10 minutes, I just saw the guy that's the Red Ranger jump on a panda and bite his nose. I was like,
it's those little
okay.
things that get me intrigued about it.
He's a jungle boy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what.
But
he is.
I'm excited to go back into Jungle Fury because like RJ and Daichi
Yeah.
and I remember the Blue Ranger being one of the best Blue Rangers.
Yeah, he
You know
was
what I mean?
good. He was
Being
good.
being in a pizza place,
Yeah.
I thought was dope. You know what I mean? Like
I
I'm
actually like the
excited to dive
suits.
back down into that. So
Yeah. I liked the suits. There's a lot of things I liked about Jungle Fury, and I think we're gonna have a fun time going through that. We also plan to continue the Morphicast, our comic review of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comic book as well. We'll probably continue reading the volumes in twos. So basically, you have like a whole. We don't have to just do issues. We'll do a whole 2 volumes of the trade book. So that'll be in
not too much
between.
6 issues. So
Yeah, that'll be in between casts, so basically we could have time to actually watch full seasons because a lot of these are 50 episodes. So,
is there any news in the Was there anything discussed about the Lightning collection at San Diego Comic
oh,
Con?
so
No.
yeah, I could bring that up real fast. So, Hasbro did announce a new Dragon Zord that got released and is up for pre-order. That actually will connect with the Megazord. So if you did pre-order that Megazord, that one that had the NFT and shit, the other one you could connect the Dragon Zord to that and actually do the Dragon Megazord and all that shit too. So they all kind of combined together and shit. So that was a cool thing. They did announce Adam is getting a Black Ranger figure, like an
I'm
actual
excited
regular
about that.
a regular
I
Black
will be
Ranger
getting.
figure. Yeah.
I will be getting that.
Yeah, a regular Black Ranger figure, but it doesn't come with the battle axe. He has a weird laser thing. I think it happened in season 3 that he used that weapon, and yeah, so he has that. But it has an Atom sculpt. This will probably be his 5th or 6th figure so far. So go Adam.
Well, all I know is that with the whole Lightning collection, I
Yeah.
definitely calmed down a lot with it.
Yeah.
You guys are just putting out way too much shit now,
Yeah.
and you're repeating characters. We don't need 50 Tommies, man. Like I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Tommy, but we don't need 50 Tommies.
Yeah.
We don't need. We already got the 2-pack of the cogs. Why are we getting another single cog? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and pre-ordering stuff. We're paying actual price for things.
Yeah.
Things are still sitting on the shelves right now.
Yeah.
You go into Target right now. Every single one of the Ninja ones
Yeah.
are still on the shelves, and I thought that was going to be one of the hard ones to get,
Nah.
and it ended up being just sitting there. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
I
A lot
even
of people
see
didn't like them.
the Quantum Ranger is still there.
He's the cool. I feel bad for the Quantum Ranger. Well, not the Quantum
no,
Ranger.
He looks more VR Trooper than.
Oh,
he
you're
does
talking
Power
about the Phantom Ranger.
Yeah, Phantom Ranger. My bad.
Yeah, Quantum is the red. I don't think he would be on the shelves. Quantum Ranger was
No,
dope.
I don't think so. But we definitely started calming down. Like things are, like the thing with Hasbro is that everything's on back order now. Like you are finally just about to get your Red Century Ranger.
Yeah, I got it.
I haven't. They canceled mine.
Oh, they cancel yours. I got it. It's cool. It's a cool looking figure. It's a dope looking figure. I actually got
Like,
like three new
why did you get
Hasbro's
yours and
recently.
mine canceled?
I don't know.
Why
I
did mine get canceled?
maybe because you didn't answer the email that they kept replying. Oh, do you still want this on your pre-order?
Uh, I
They
got
did that a
so
few
much
times.
emails. It's
Yeah.
crazy, man. I got like 7,000 emails I gotta delete. So.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I guarantee you're gonna see it's gonna be a peg warmer because I saw like a couple people on like certain Facebook groups and shit, and there's like tons of them in Target.
Yeah.
So you will find it. I actually want another one just because I feel like it's a trooper, it's like a foot soldier, so you kind of need two.
Yeah.
So I kind of want another one, but
It's like
it's a
the
dope
Tango
figure though.
Warriors. You
Yeah,
need two. You need two of the Tang. You need two of every putty. We
yeah.
call them putty.
If
And that's
you're
one thing
yeah
that this
yeah
season lacked in as well. They didn't really have that at
nah,
all.
they just had like some clans had their own little things. They had like the little dragon people, and then they had the little white ones, the ones that this chick shot up.
So basically, everything is still obtainable. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna wait until they're on sale.
Yeah, they're the same here.
And buy them when they're on sale. The only thing is that we definitely have to hop on are the exclusives, the ones
Yeah.
that are near impossible if you miss it after the drop.
Yeah, I somehow was able to get that red and yellow Ranger swap one because I didn't pre-order when it first came out, but I ended up getting it anyway. So it's like I found a way to pre-order it. I was not even looking forward. See, that's the problem also that Hasbro's doing, is they starting to do the windowless boxes, and I don't like that.
A windowless box
So
that
they
makes
getting rid of
the box is gonna break easily.
so they're getting rid of the plastic in the box. So
That's,
yeah. So that's something that I'm not digging that they're doing, but that's Hasbro like throughout the whole company. They doing the no plastic boxes and stuff like that. So it doesn't have the window that you can see the figure. I don't trust Hasbro enough to go to get buy a blank box and not see the figure because I've seen some of y'all faces. Some of them faces are ugly. Like Kimberly. Ugh. Still haunts my
well, but
nightmares.
The Zane one looked like Jay Leno.
Yeah, so like those face molds and shit like that, like you gotta let us see that shit before we purchase because that's that don't make perfect figures. So
Not at all.
I don't like that those the plastic is leaving it. I understand, yes, you're going for the environment, but as a toy collector, as someone that likes seeing the boxes on the side and things like that, I think them losing that window is gonna get me not wanting to buy them.
I agree. I'm gonna try my best to catch up on what we have. I just need an accurate list of what
Yeah,
because it's just
yeah,
there's so much coming out. Like I made sure I got Finster. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because I haven't seen Finster in the store
Nah,
once.
he's not. He was a Hasbro exclusive.
Let us get Squat and Naboo. Let us get them. Let us get a 2-pack of them. Let us get a bulk skull.
Yeah.
And let's get some of the seasons that matter to us.
Yeah. Well, you got SPD almost done, so I would like to see a Cat Ranger. I would like to see the yellow SPD because we don't got her yet, and that will be almost done. You got all the Rangers already. I would like to see Jungle Fury.
Yeah.
That's the season I
So
would like to see.
they would look really dope.
Yeah, that's the season I would like to see. But yeah, they're still coming. They didn't announce a lot of things though. They announced the Dragon Zord. They announced Adam, and the Green Galaxy Ranger that's coming out in Wave 13, I think it is, or 14. It's one of the two.
Let me get a Dark Contra, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they did the red Ecliptor,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I remember seeing
yeah.
that.
But like that red and yellow ranger swap, that's gonna be the one of the first ones without the window, the plastic window. It's just gonna be a regular box.
Well,
Yeah.
Hasbro had us in the beginning, man, and it's just way too
You
much
know,
stuff.
yeah, it gets a lot, and then my focus kind of went more towards the Ninja Turtle stuff, and I started getting the Super Sevens turtles, and those kind of got me hooked. And I was like, yeah, I like these more. But the Ninja Turtle slash Power Ranger ones, the figures that came out, and seeing that there's a Volume 2 coming out, we might get more of those. So I'm actually excited for that.
Well,
Can we
let's
get?
see what the let's see what the future holds for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we'll see what's going on. But yeah, there was a lot. There was not a crazy amount of things San Diego Comic Con, but those are the little things that they did announce. There's a lot of news on the comic books. There's a shit ton of comics coming out for the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comic book. A lot of crazy storylines coming up. But we're gonna be going into the comics. I really don't want to get into that directly. When we go into the comics, then I'll go more into the depth of what else is coming out in that shit. So it'll be the same conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll wrap this up. This is the Morphincast. Thank you for listening. This is the Sentai version of it because this is Sentai review. Next Morphincast will be Jungle Fury. I'm excited. We're excited. We're gonna see it.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very
So
excited.
I am Merc the Mike. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Merc the Mike. Follow Red Cycle Inc. on Twitter, Tumblr, SoundCloud, Instagram, WordPress, and YouTube, all Red Cycle Inc. And easiest way to listen to us is on Spotify, on Red Cycle Inc. on Spotify. We also have other casts, the Game of Rage, the Shell Shock, the Morphincast, and our weekly not a Trekkie, and our weekly It Gets Better I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble. Follow those, like, subscribe, share, be great. And follow Tenacious T.
Yes, you can follow me on my new Instagram page, the real Tatsuku Op. I recently just got hacked, but I beat that motherfucker, and I'm very proud of it. Everybody said that I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it. You can follow me on that. You can also follow me on my other podcast, the Popcorny podcast that I do with my boy Sriracha. I go under the alias of Tatsuku Wap there. Basically anything with a little bit of everything to do with pop culture is all thrown into it. Always a shout out to Bernadette, the boss, who is the executive producer of that. Always a shout out to Louis Beans, who helps produce all this.
Yeah.
Always a shout out to you can follow that on SoundCloud and Spotify. Also soon to be video casted on YouTube as well. Always a shout out to Game On, retro video game store based on Long Island at 3 separate locations: one in Patchogue, one in Smithtown, one in another place, satisfying all your retro video game needs. Also opened up a Game On retro arcade located in Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove.
It's awesome.
$20 for adults. Yeah, I'm definitely going back soon. Me and my boy Big Lou, we were gonna go last weekend, but it ended up just being too late. But $20 for adults, $10 for kids. You can play all day. It's fun for all different generations. It's a great time. Shouts out to Tristan. Shouts out to Jay. They are killing it right now. And love is love, baby.
Yep. And always remember, fuck Zordon.
Yeah. Fuck
Peace out.
Zordon.
Later. And Jinkies can't have the sandwiches. Stop him giving him sandwiches, or we'll find you. Peace out.
Somebody gave him a sandwich?
Yeah, they